Yacoub says he fled fighting in Libya 5 months ago. He wants political asylum in France.
I
find myself in France. Before I was in Italy, but now it is France. I speak a little bit of French, so that helps.
Yacoub is one of around 250 men, women and children that took over this disused school building in Paris. Most are migrants from Africa, Syria and Afghanistan. They say they had no choice but to occupy the building because police kept forcibly removing them from makeshift camps. Local people bring them food, and a group of volunteers are helping them with their asylum applications.
If you have no pity for asylum seekers, next time you have no pity for poor people, next time you have no pity for handicapped people, next time you have no pity for women, etc., etc. So I think the way we treat asylum seekers is a pretty fair barometer on our level of democracy.
The Mayor's office is now saying that it's willing to enter into dialogue with the migrants here with respect to eventually finding them somewhere to stay. The situation at this former school not only highlights the migrant crisis here in France, but in wider Europe also. Nationalist and anti-EU parties have seized on the migrant issue across Europe. French National Front Party leader Marine Le Pen says France can't afford to take in more migrants. Her party's popularity has grown because of her position on immigration. Around 60,000 people apply for asylum in France each year.
France is not generous to asylum seekers. Although the figures have increased slightly, less than 2 applicants out of 10 actually succeed in their asylum plea, when the average in Europe is actually 35% of successful applications, up to 50% in Scandinavia.
European Commission Chief Jean-Claude Juncker says Europe must not cave in to what he describes as populist demands in EU countries to automatically deport migrants and asylum seekers. The Commission has proposed a system to redistribute asylum seekers based on things like economic growth and unemployment rates in each country. But not all member states want quotas imposed on them. Yacoub has made it to France. But it is unlikely that he or many of the people sheltering in this old school or elsewhere will be allowed to stay. Charles Stratford, Al Jazeera, Paris.